Hello scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with this is my fourth layout with the Secret Not Secret Kit Club for October. Now, the reason I skipped a layout is because I did a live Facebook session on the Facebook group, so you won't be able to see the third layout I made, the process video for it, but I will make sure to include it in my Kill a Kit video so that you can see the third layout that I made. So this is the fourth layout that I made with the kit, and for this layout we were challenged to use an image as our inspiration. So you will have already seen the image that I used as my inspiration for this layout. And what I am going to do is use a bunch of scraps from the kit. So I was very excited to be able to use a bunch of pieces that I thought I was just going to have to throw away. Because lately I don't really like keeping little pieces because I never use them. And I'm trying to be better about throwing stuff away and not keeping every little thing. So it was nice to be able to use these little pieces. Okay. So I had this tissue paper from my kit that my kit was wrapped in, and I had the idea that I could put it on the background and kind of create my own pattern paper, I guess you could say. So I'm going to cut most of this out because it's really time consuming. What I did was I pulled out a product called, oh goodness, what is it? I think it's a sheet of glue adhesive. Here it is. It's Sticky Dots, and I think it's from Thermoweb. I can't quite remember, and I couldn't see who it was from. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it down on the tissue paper and then pull it off. Oh no, wait. I decide not to do that. So I put it down on the background paper, and then I pull it off. So I stick it all the way down, and you'll see how I'm going to do this in a minute. I thought I was going to do it differently, but apparently I didn't do it the way I thought I did. And these sheets are big enough to fit 4 on there. So I'm just going to use these 4, and I'm going to glue it down. I guess I did. I set it on top of it, and then I'm going to turn it over and pull it off. And that's how I'm going to do it. Okay, sorry. I made this layout like a month ago, and so I couldn't quite remember how I did it. So that's how I did it. Okay, now I have my background paper all cut up and made and glued down and all of that good stuff. So I'm going to start making this layout. And before I forget, I do want to say Happy American Thanksgiving to all of those Americans watching. I hope that you have a great day. If it has already passed and you're just watching this, I hope you had a great and wonderful time celebrating Thanksgiving. So here you can see I am going to start putting down these scraps of paper behind the photo, and you can see that I pulled a glassine bag, and I think I got that in my kit. I can't remember. It probably had ephemera or something inside of it. And then also that doily came in my kit as well, and that's a big 8-inch doily. So here I'm just going to start cutting down pieces of scraps and placing them behind the photo and the doily, and just kind of going from there. There's not really much that I do with this layout. It's a very simple and basic layout, but I am happy with how it turned out. I really like the patterns and everything from this kit. It was a lot of fun to use this. So I'm also going to use this word blissful as an embellishment piece, and that is a chipboard word from the Dear Lizzie Stargazer collection that came in my kit, and I'm still just placing scrap pieces around the layout. I also put this word hello, or I think I'm going to try to put that there. I don't actually end up putting that there. And I guess I made this before I made the tags that I would have posted yesterday, because that word love I ended up using somewhere else. So I guess I didn't realize I made these out of order or posted these out of order. So I'm glad I didn't use the word love on this layout then. I am going to just start gluing these pieces down. They just kept moving around and I kept getting annoyed. So now I'm thinking that I pretty much have them how I want them. So I'm just gonna start gluing them down one by one, and I might cut this out because this is kind of boring and time consuming and I don't really have much to say about it. Okay, now I have all of those pieces glued down and I am going to start just gluing everything else down and embellishing. And this one, I was thinking at first I wanted the title to be Blissful, but I'm going to end up changing that, and Blissful is just going to be an embellishment. So here I'm gluing the photo down onto that floral paper, and then I'm going to glue all of that down to that glassine bag. And I was thinking maybe it would be kind of fun to have this tissue paper sticking up off of it, but I think in the end I decide I don't like the way that looks. But here I'm just going to go through the process and I'm not really sure I like it, and so then I just decide, okay, never mind. I'm just going to washi tape this down behind the photo, and that'll kind of help pop the bag up off of the layout. And so here I'm gonna start gluing it down, and I think I kind of changed that, but I don't know, maybe not. Let's see. So I glue down the doily and I glue down the photo, and here I'm gonna glue down this word blissful. And I think this is where I decide, okay, I don't like that tissue paper on there, so I'm going to pull some foam from my stash, and I'm going to put that behind the bag. And that works out so much better than the tissue paper. So now here I'm going to back this word blissful with some foam so that it can stay above the, because part of it is going to be glued on the photo and part of it is going to be glued on the background paper. So I needed part of the word to stand up on foam. I hope that made sense. I'm telling you, my brain is just shot this week. I don't know why. I think just with having the kids home for Thanksgiving and everything, it's been a crazy week. I love my kids, I really do, but in order for me to stay sane, I need school. Honestly, I don't know how I survived during the summer without my kids going to school. Okay, so now I have the foam glued onto that blissful word piece, and then I'm going to start gluing down the ephemera and everything else that I want to put on my layout. So there, I'm gluing down that word, and I really like this shooting star. I thought it was super cute. So I'm going to put that down there, and then this little tag that says "Life is a Dance" I thought was super cute. And here I'm trying to just embellish a little bit up in this left-hand corner. I knew I wanted to put my title up there, and I actually don't really like how it turns out, but it's okay. I'm not super in love with this layout. I am glad that I was able to use up the scrap pieces and some of the ephemera, but sometimes you just make layouts you're not hugely excited about. Okay, so I glued down those papers or those embellishments in that left-hand corner, and then now I'm going to stamp the date in a few different places on the layout, and I'm going to use this rotary stamp that I got from my kit to stamp a couple different places as well. And then I think I'm going to do my title, and I was just using close to my heart, I think that was Outdoor Denim, which I believe has been discontinued. They have a different, it was like a navy color, and I think now they have sapphires, the color of the navy. And it's more a blue than navy to me, but I still really love it. Okay, I'm going to use some of these cute little stars, and I absolutely love those. They are super hard to glue down though. I'm also going to put some of these little stars from the puffy sticker sheet down as well. And then I'm going to start doing my title. So the photo is hilarious. I absolutely love this photo. In the front, in the foreground of the photo, you can see Jonas, and he's making a funny face like, wow, look at this, you know, and holding his thumb up like, this is awesome. And in the background, you can see on the right hand side of my middle son Brennan is he has a fidget spinner in his hand and he's spinning it, and then my mother-in-law is behind him and she's watching him, and then Tinian is to Brennan's left, and my husband is also to Brennan's left on the far left side. And I think my husband has a fidget spinner in his hand as well, and he's spinning it. And so the title that I am going to decide on is Teaching Grandma How to Master Fidget Spinning. And so I just thought that that was hilarious, because back in May when they came to visit for a couple days, fidget spinners were all the rage, and so of course my kids had to show Grandma and Grandpa too how to use fidget spinners and just how awesome they were. And now that it is November, they have totally left their fidget spinners behind. I don't know if your kids were super excited about fidget spinners, but yeah, mine were. Okay, that's the end. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye!